Arts and Crafts with Luba Carlson, YouTube edition. This is filmed at my studio, not at the TV studio, and I'm not using professional equipment. It's just my phone, so bear with me, please. I'm pretty sure we'll do just fine. In this one, I want to show you how to create a super fun mushroom garland with some fairy lights on it. And I think this could be like an older kid project, but I do believe that parent help would be needed. Why? It is because we're going to be using a hot glue gun, and I will be using garden shears. Mine are kind of rusty, I apologize, but that's what I have, to cut my sticks to the sides. So what we are going to use today is some eggshells that I rinsed them out, and if they have like little pieces sticking out, I don't really care too much. But like if there is something falling off, I would peel it off just to have a nice decent shape. Make sure they are dry on the inside. So I have some eggshells from the other day, and then I added some today. So the ones that I added today are still a little damp. So I'm gonna set them out and let them dry, and if they're not dry, I can always use a paper towel to do that. So I will be also using acrylic paints, red acrylic paints, and then white acrylic paint to add dots to the tops. Hot glue gun, the brush, the water. I'm gonna use the back of this pencil. This one, the eraser is gone, so that will make a nice dot with it. Also, you can use the ones that have a brand new eraser. They will also make very nice dots. You can pretty much use back side of your brush. If you like your dots to be smaller, you can play with this. This is not very important. I also have a string of my fairy lights, which is 6 feet long, so I'm gonna need a whole lot of mushrooms. And I also have twine, which I cut to the size of my string lights length plus 8 inches, which will allow me to have 4 inches on each end to cut them to size. So what we're gonna start with, painting. We're gonna paint those mushroom tops first. I have magenta and I have bright red, and I think that between the two it'll make the best color for my mushrooms. You do not have to use red, you can make them more like earthy, natural looking, like not that mushroom that with white dots. I should really learn what those are called, because I'm doing that again, not remembering what things are called. So kind of hold it in your fingers. You know, you will get messy, it will get messy, and that's okay. And just simply paint. If you do not like to see streaks like this, just know that you might need to go and add another coat, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, so just let's do the first coat of paint on our eggshells. imagine I'll need a lot. And I'm just gonna start putting dots on my eggshells, even though they're a little bit wet. I think this will work. This is not something I would want to use a blow dryer on. They are way too light and they will just, okay. Whoops, that's all right. That's all good. Doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to be a dot. Just look. Once the dots are on, I would highly recommend to take a break and let the eggshells dry the full way. All right, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna let them dry with their dots on, and you know, we'll just do the magical cut and add it, and you will be able to see what's coming up, and you will be able to see what's coming next. All right, see you in a second. Okay, let's get back to this. The mushroom tops, are almost dry. See, I just touched it. I thought it was dry. Most of them are dry, but some dots are still a little bit wet, so I'm going to be careful. But so let's say that they're all dry, kind of pretend. I have my sticks cut to size, and I have my piece of twine that I'm going to be using to attach mushrooms to. Okay, so first I'm going to put sticks in the mushrooms as little stems. For that, I am using my hot glue gun, which is super strong, and this is what do you call it? Like industrial strength. I don't think you have to use industrial strength. I think you can just do regular hot glue gun for this. But I have all right. This can sit here. Of course it did. I got it, but I didn't. Okay, here we are. So all our little mushrooms are ready. But, oh, nope, your body can sit right here. Don't fall. Don't fall too far. Okay, so mushrooms are ready. My next step is going to be to measure my twine here. And as I told you, I have 6 feet. And then I added 8 inches to that so that I have plenty of space to create like a knot so that I can hang it. Yeah. So I'm going to allow myself this 4 inches on each end. So I'm going to match first. Okay. And I'm going to find the middle. And I have 15. I have 15. Oh my gosh, 15 mushrooms. Here we go. So my first mushroom is gonna go right here in the middle. And this is how I'm gonna do this. Hold one of the mushrooms, put some glue right on top, and you then attach twine to it. Let it cool off just for a second. Okay. It's not going anywhere. We have the first one. Look at us. How fun. Hey. All right, so we have a mushroom right in the middle, and then I'm gonna go one way. I'm gonna move on to the right and fold my twine. I'm gonna leave about, nice chunk so that I can tie it. Okay, and then I'm gonna find the middle again, and that's where my next one is going. So again, I'm putting some glue on it. Okay, so 2 loops are ready. The garland is almost ready to go. Let me see how I'm gonna do this. I think, yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, thank you for your patience. I moved to the lobby of my studio. I finally decided where I want the garland. So I have my garland and I have my fairy lights, and I'm going to use just a regular push pin to attach my garland to the sides of my bulletin board right here. So that's not gonna be super hard, I don't think. I'm just gonna pin right through the knot that I have here because I really want it to be in a certain spot. Let's see if that works. It actually does. And then I'm gonna move to this other side. I think, oh, that works beautifully. I love that. Okay, so this is where this is gonna go. And I'm gonna push it in right in place. It's really helpful that I have a stripy background for it. Okay, and now is pretty much the easy thing. Test your lights, make sure they work before you put them in. And I am just going to wrap it around my push pin a little bit and just allow it to follow, and kind of loosely wrap it. Give it a very loose wrap around, maybe here. So I'm just going in front and in the back and in front and in the back, and I'm dropping it also because, that's how it works, right? Like this. Front and the back, and again and again. And maybe at some point, maybe you have a longer and sticking out, just, you can just bring it right back, the garland right back on it. And ta-da! We have a garland. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, okay. But with all the honesty, right? You can never trust when I say I'm done. Because I always want to add something else. So I decided that I really didn't like my garland in that area, so I decided to put it on my window instead. I have teeny tiny command hooks here, and I am going to put them on my frame right here, and then on the other side. Let me get to it. I am literally eyeballing, but if it's important to you, you can, of course, measure. All right, and now I'm gonna take the garland. I didn't change anything about it since I lifted from from the bulletin board. Really like this. It's really cute. And I'm just gonna put it in my window here and here. Okay, now let's grab maybe these two and just go over the fairy lights and find little strings of the glue that really I don't want it to be there. Okay, and maybe this one could go over the light so that they're just all connected better. Let's see, sorry. Standing with my back at you. Oh yeah, I like this a lot, except for that. Let's see. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this, and I will do my best. And there will be a PDF, a downloadable, loadable PDF. You will find the link to that PDF in the description of the video. And otherwise, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.